How's it going? So today we had a really cool one come in the shop. This right here, my friends, is a 1966 Fender Telecaster. Super cool. And the gentleman bought the guitar and wanted to make it into like a daily player. You know, I don't usually do a lot of vintage stuff, but what I do like to do is help people you know, make whatever guitar they have, make it playable so they can play every night. This guy gigs like he's a madman. He gigs like all the time. So he brought this to me and said it's having some problems. First of all, on some pickups of that era, this is a 66, it was kind of a crapshoot when you got it open whether the bridge pickup or the neck pickup were actually potted. This guitar, the neck pickup was potted with lacquer, but it was so dried out that when you tried to use it, it went microphonic almost immediately. You couldn't have any volume behind it. The bridge pickup was not potted at all whatsoever. So in order to make it playable, one of the things that we did, and I wanted to do things that were reversible so that if you ever wanted to get it kind of back to how it was, we didn't undo anything. So we did not pot this pickup. So what we did was take the pickup out and separate the base plate from the pickup. And what I did was I took a piece of tape, because when you look underneath there, it's really cool. It's all pencil markings and stuff. You don't want to compromise any of that stuff. You don't want to compromise anything that's original. So what I did was I took a piece of blue painter's tape basically, and I put it in there, and then I dripped some hot wax on top of that blue painter's tape. And then I put the copper plate back down on the bottom of the pickup, and then I heated it from the outside with some hot air and made it kind of all squished together. The idea is that we have dampening like a potted pickup would be between that base plate and the pickup without compromising any of the, you know, original mojo. You could literally go in there, re-separate that, clean up the wax, take the blue piece of tape off, and you're back to normal without any kind of damage. I really was real careful not to handle any of this stuff too much so that we don't lose any of that cool mojo there. The neck pickup we actually took out, and instead of re-dipping it, because I didn't want to lose any of the markings or anything, and actually on the bottom of the pickup it says March of 1966, you know, I didn't want to lose any of those pencil markings. So instead of re-dipping the pickup in lacquer, we just put it upside down, and I take a syringe and we actually fill the pickup cover with lacquer. We let it sit that way for a while, and then we clean it out so that it goes back to normal. The other thing that was really weird about this guitar is this is an interesting neck. There's no skunk stripe on the back, and it has a maple cap on it. It's a 7 1/4 radius. When I got the guitar originally from him, the low E string was really buzzing really weird. The string height was real funny, and anytime we try to set it to like a 2mm spec like a Tele, it just was really odd. So at the owner's request, and you're gonna all think I'm crazy, but we put a shim underneath the heel of the neck right here, just enough to give it the proper angle, and we set it up now and everything is absolutely perfect. There was no way that you were going to be able to sit in front of an amp. You can't tell because of the compression of the microphone and the camera, but it's really loud. There was no way you would be able to do that before. Especially, you know, with any kind of gain on it. Now, it's a playable guitar. The thing about it is, we did not lose any respect for a 1966 instrument. Obviously, everything we did was reversible, and you know, it just made the thing playable. Some people like to collect this stuff and hang it on their wall like a piece of art. I mean, obviously, I respect people that do that, but for a guy that comes to me and says, I gotta play this thing this weekend at a big gig and it's unplayable right now, what can you do without compromising the mojo of a 1966 Fender Telecaster. I think we successfully did that, and I think he's going to be really happy with it. So anyway, I just had to show you because this is something that doesn't hit the bench very often, and it's very cool. I hope you all have a good night.